Have you ever sat across from a woman, saw her resting her chin on her hand while looking at you, and did not know if that was a sign she was bored or if she was truly paying attention to you, and because you were not sure, you started talking more to fill the silence? Or conversely, you withdrew, thinking you were bothering her. For middle-aged men, a woman's silence can sometimes feel like a maze. You are afraid of misunderstanding and becoming awkward, but you are also afraid of missing something important just because you cannot read the signals being emitted right in front of your eyes. The truth is, 90% of emotional communication is not in words. While you are listening to what she says, her hands, feet, and eyes are the things telling the real story. Today, we will learn how to read that language. And the final signal, I guarantee, is something most men are understanding completely backwards. Let us start with the signal you have probably seen many times without knowing the true meaning: the dance of the hair and the neck area. When the brain is intensely attracted, it releases dopamine and norepinephrine, two types of hormones that create excess energy spreading throughout the body. And the hands need to do something with that energy. That is why she constantly touches her hair, not because the hair is messy, but because the hands are releasing the tension of the stimulated nervous system. But here is the important detail to distinguish. She just tucks her hair quickly for neatness. That is a normal habit. But when she repeats the stroking, twirling a lock of hair around her finger, or uses both hands to brush her hair back slowly to expose the neck area, that is body language saying something else. The neck area, as we have talked about in previous videos, is an area humans only expose when they feel completely safe. When she exposes that area and combines it with a gaze directed toward you, it is not an accident. Next, the signal that you need to learn to measure by distance, not by words. Proxemics, distance says everything. In behavioral psychology, we have different spatial zones around the body. The social zone is from 1 to 3 meters for common acquaintances. The intimate zone is under 45 centimeters, which is about 18 inches, reserved for people we truly want to be near. When she naturally enters your intimate zone without any practical reason to do so, that is a signal. And when she moves in and then backs out, then moves in again, she is probing. Are you comfortable with this closeness? A small but very noteworthy detail. She places her handbag near you. A handbag is a woman's most personal item, the place containing everything important to them. When she places it near you, instead of clutching it tightly or keeping it far away, she is saying something without words. You are someone I trust. The third point, and this is the most honest thing on the human body, feet do not know how to fake. We can control facial expressions, we can control words, we can even control the gaze. But the feet, located furthest from the brain, lying outside the direct observation of consciousness, almost never lie. When you are sitting in a large group, pay attention under the table. No need to look, obviously, just notice lightly. If the tips of her feet are pointing straight at you, even if her whole body is turned talking to someone else, you are the center of her attention. And a very small but very clear signal: if she is lightly dangling her shoe on her toe while with you, that is a sign of relaxation and comfort. People only dangle like that when they feel safe, no longer needing to be on guard. The fourth point, more subtle, but when you see it, you will no longer doubt. Manipulating objects and accidental touches. When the nervous system is stimulated by someone's presence, the body needs a place to vent that energy. Sometimes it escapes through fiddling with surrounding objects, fingers stroking slowly along the stem of a wine glass, lightly spinning a ring, tapping lightly to a rhythm with no music. Those actions are not because of boredom. That is the body managing the tension of excitement. But the strongest signal in this group is when she proactively makes light physical contact with you, touching your arm when laughing, brushing an imaginary speck of dust off your shoulder, or sitting to the point where your legs touch and no one pulls away. Those touches are not accidental. They are a question. Are you comfortable with this? And every time you do not withdraw, you are answering yes. And now here's the twist I promised from the start. The thing 99% of men are reading completely backwards. You are sitting with her. The conversation is fine. And then she rests her chin on her hands, looks straight into your eyes, and is silent. And you think, I am boring her. I must say something more. Completely wrong. In psychology, that action is called facial framing. When a woman lifts her face with her hands, she is unconsciously creating a frame, inviting you to look straight at her, into the eyes, into the smile, into every expression on her face. She is not bored. She is saying, look at me. I am completely here with you. That is the moment she is most open. And this is exactly when many men give up, because they read the signal wrong and start talking more to fill the silence. The thing you should do then, Do not fill the silence. Smile lightly and let that moment exist for a few more seconds. So remember these 4 signal clusters. Hair and neck speak of safety, distance and position speak of priority, manipulating objects speaks of stimulation, and resting the chin in silence speaks of admiration. And there is a small technique to check right from the start of the meeting called the handshake and wait. After shaking hands, take a small step back. If she naturally moves toward you to narrow the gap, she is comfortable with your presence. If she stands still or moves back, keep a polite distance and give her more time. Women are not hard to understand at all. They are just communicating in a different language. And a subtle man is one who knows how to listen with his eyes, not just with his ears. Please comment below. Which signal in today's lesson did you previously think meant she was bored with you? I am curious to know your story. Like, if this video helped you look back at the moments you missed, and subscribe to Femina Mind so you do not miss the next signals in the journey of mastering female psychology. See you in the next video.